Hello, dear students. Today, let us have the summary of the lesson My Childhood in the Beehive textbook of class 9th. My Childhood is an extract taken from the autobiographical novel Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. Kalam, who was one of the greatest scientists of India and also the 11th President of India, gives an account of his childhood days. He talks about the people, the incidents, and the experiences that he had during his childhood which shaped his adult life. Although he was born in a conservative society, his family, his teachers, and his friends influenced Dr. Kalam in his childhood, and he imbibed values of secularism, honesty, and discipline. Written in very modest tone, the extract is very inspirational. Kalam was born in a middle class Tamil family in Rameshwaram. Although he had three brothers and one sister, they had a secure childhood both materially as well as emotionally. His parents, Jainul Abidin and Ashiyama, despite their limited means, were very generous people, and Kalam inherited the values of honesty, self discipline, goodness, and kindness from his parents. Though Kalam came from a large family, but the kitchen fed far more outsiders than all his family members put together. They lived in their ancestral house, though they did not have any essential comforts and luxuries, but Kalam's father made sure that all necessities like food, medicine, and clothes were provided to the family. In 1939, Kalam was only 8 years old when the Second World War broke out. There was a sudden demand for tamarind seeds in the market. Kalam collected these seeds and sold them to a provision shop on Mosque Street to earn an anna, which was a big amount for a small boy like him. His brother in law, Jalaluddin, would tell him stories about war, which Kalam would try to trace in the headlines of Dinamani. Rameshwaram was an isolated place, and while the war didn't have any direct impact on life there, the train's halt at the station was stopped. As a result, the bundles of newspapers were now thrown off running trains. Kalam's cousin Shamsuddin, who used to distribute these newspapers in Rameshwaram, sought Kalam's help to catch the bundles. Thus, Kalam earned his first wages, which gave him immense self confidence and a sense of pride. Kalam's three friends, Ramanatha Shastri, Aravindan, and Shivaprakasan, were very close to him. Though the boys came from different religious backgrounds, Kalam, as a Muslim, while the other three were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. Yet, the religious differences and upbringing did not stand in the way of their friendship. Later in life, the boys adopted different professions. Ramanatha Shastri took over the priesthood of Rameshwaram temple from his father. Arvindan took up the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Shivaprakasan became a catering contractor for the southern railways. Kalam's family used to arrange boats with a special platform during the annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony. The platform was used for carrying idols of Lord Rama from the temple to the wedding site Ramatirtha, which was a pond near Kalam's house. Kalam grew up listening to the stories both from the Ramayana and the life of the prophet from his mother and grandmother at bedtime. Certain incidents of his childhood left a deep impression on Kalam's young mind. When he was in fifth standard, a new teacher did not like Kalam, a Muslim boy sitting next to Ramanatha Shastri, a Brahmin. He sent Kalam to the back seat simply in accordance with the social ranking of Muslims. Both Kalam and Ramanatha Shastri felt sad at this action of their teacher. Shastri wept, and this had a deep impact on Kalam. When Shastri's father heard of this incident, he summoned the teacher and told him not to spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the young minds. He told the teacher to either apologize or to leave the school. The teacher regretted his action and he was reformed by this incident. Another memorable incident of his childhood was when Shivasubramanya Iyer, Kalam's science teacher, invited him home for a meal. Shivasubramanya Iyer was an Orthodox Brahmin and his wife was very conservative. She was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy dining in her ritually pure kitchen. When she refused to serve Kalam, Iyer did not become angry and not only served the boy with his own hands but also sat beside him and ate his meal. He invited Kalam the next weekend as well. Noticing Kalam's hesitation in accepting his invitation, Iyer told the child to be prepared to face such situations if he wished to change any system. When Kalam visited Iyer's house again, his wife took him to her kitchen and served him food with her own hands. The freedom of India was in the offing when the Second World War ended. Following Gandhiji's plea, the entire nation was hopeful of building their country themselves. Kalam too sought his father's permission to go and study further in Ramanathapuram. His father permitted him willingly because he wanted his son to grow. He even convinced Kalam's mother by quoting Khalil Gibran. He told her that parents should not thrust their ideas upon the children as they have their own way of thinking. The message Dr. Kalam conveys to his readers in My Childhood is one of the communal harmony, tolerance, acceptance, and broad mindedness. While our society is infected by prejudices of religion, caste, and status, it is essential to confront such discrimination and put an end to it. Thank you.